Today we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies, specifically the top 10 ultra-rare bad pennies that have become legendary for their errors and imperfections. These coins may have started off as mistakes, but they've since become some of the most sought-after treasures in the world of numismatics. So let's uncover their value in history and find out what makes these flawed coins so incredibly valuable. 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny. The 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny is part of a series that dates back to 1909 when the U.S. Mint first introduced the design to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse or head side features a profile of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic wheat ears, which symbolize prosperity and abundance. In 1952, the penny was minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced the majority with a whopping 186.8 million coins. Denver minted around 251.5 million, while San Francisco produced the least with about 137.8 million coins. Now let's talk about what makes a bad penny. In coin collecting, a bad penny often refers to one that has significant wear, damage, or minting errors. For the 1952 penny, common issues include weak strikes, die cracks, or heavy wear from circulation. Some coins may also have off-center strikes or double die errors, which can increase their value despite being considered bad by traditional standards. Mint errors can make a 1952 penny more valuable, but the coin's overall condition plays a crucial role in determining its worth. Collectors use the Sheldon scale to grade coins, with grades ranging from poor P1 to mint state MS70. Even a bad penny with an interesting error can fetch a higher price if it's in decent condition. So, how much is a 1952 bad penny worth today? The value of these coins can vary widely depending on their condition and any unique characteristics they may have. In general, a 1952 penny in average circulated condition is worth around 2 to 5 cents, yes, just a little over face value. However, if you have a penny with a significant mint error or one that's in uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a value of $1 to $10 or even more. Coins with rare mint errors like double dies or off-center strikes can sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. For example, a 1952 penny with a clear double die obverse might be worth $50 to $100 depending on its condition. High-grade coins, particularly those in mint state Mississippi 65 or higher, can fetch even higher prices. If you're lucky enough to find a 1952 penny in your collection, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, always handle your coins carefully to avoid further damage. Store them in protective holders to prevent wear and tarnishing. When it comes to buying or selling 1952 pennies, make sure you do your research, check recent auction results, consult with experts, and get a professional grade if you think your coin might be valuable. 1953 Lincoln Bad Pennies. The 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a coin that holds a special place in American history. Minted during the post-World War II era, this penny was produced in a time of economic growth and societal change. The design, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse side of the coin displays the iconic wheat ears, a design that was used until 1958. In 1953, the Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck at 3 different U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. Each of these mints produced millions of these pennies, but the quantity and quality varied, leading to different values for each mint mark. Let's take a closer look at the specifics. The 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that classic reddish-brown appearance. The coin weighs about 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. When it comes to condition or grade of the 1953 penny, collectors often look for the sharpness of the details in Lincoln's portrait, as well as the clarity of the wheat stalks on the reverse. A high-grade coin with minimal wear can be worth significantly more than one that has seen heavy circulation. One thing to keep an eye out for are error coins. The 1953 Lincoln penny is known to have a few varieties, including double dies and repunched mint marks RPMs. These errors can greatly increase the value of the coin, making them highly sought after by collectors. So how much is the 1953 Lincoln Wheat Penny worth today? Well, it depends on a few factors like the coin's condition, mint mark, and whether it has any errors. Here's a breakdown of the current market values. 1956 Lincoln Bad Wheat Penny. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny was part of this long-running series and was minted in 2 locations: Philadelphia with no mint mark and Denver with a D mint mark. This coin is particularly significant because it represents one of the last years of the Wheat Penny series, which was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. In 1956, over 420 million pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint and around 1 billion at the Denver Mint. While this makes the coin relatively common, certain varieties and conditions can still make it valuable to collectors. One of the most sought-after varieties is the 1956 D Lincoln Wheat Penny with a repunched mint mark RPM. This occurs when the D mint mark was stamped more than once, resulting in a noticeable doubling. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare variations. So what is a 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny worth today? Well, it depends on its condition and any unique features. In circulated condition, these pennies typically range from 10 to 20 cents. However, uncirculated examples in mint state MS can fetch between $5 and $20 or more. For coins in exceptional condition, especially those with a high mint state grade like MS65 or MS66, prices can climb even higher. Coins with the RPM variety can also command a premium with values ranging from $25 to $75 depending on the grade. To summarize, when evaluating a 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny, keep these key factors in mind. Condition, the better the condition, the higher the value. Mint mark, look for the D mint mark for potential RPM varieties. Rarity, while common, certain varieties like the RPM can be more valuable. Historical significance as one of the last years of the Wheat Penny series, it's a must-have for collectors. 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, designed by Victor David Brenner, was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny is part of this long-standing tradition and represents the second to last year of the Wheat Cent series, which concluded in 1958. In 1951, the United States was in the midst of post-World War II recovery. The economy was booming and the demand for everyday items, including pennies, was high. The penny itself was made primarily of copper, with a small percentage of tin and zinc. This particular year saw three main mint marks: Philadelphia no mint mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. Let's talk numbers. The 1951 penny had the following mintages. Philadelphia mint no mint mark, approximately 284.6 million coins were struck. Denver Mint D, about 625.3 million coins were produced. San Francisco Mint S, around 136.8 million coins were minted. These high mintages mean that the 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny is relatively common, especially for circulated coins. However, uncirculated coins and those in mint state condition are much rarer and more valuable. Now let's take a closer look at the design. The obverse of the 1951 penny features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1951. The reverse showcases the familiar wheat ears, symbolizing abundance and prosperity, along with the phrases "E pluribus unum" and "1 cent." Pay attention to the quality of the strike and the detail on Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks, as these are key indicators of the coin's condition and value. So, how much is a 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny worth? Well, the value varies based on its condition and mint mark. Here's a breakdown. Circulated condition: most circulated 1951 pennies are worth around 3 to 10 cents, depending on their wear and tear. Uncirculated condition: in mint state, the value jumps significantly. A 1951 penny with an MS65 grade can fetch between $10 and $15 for the Philadelphia and Denver Mint versions, and $25 or more for the San Francisco Mint. Proof coins: special proof versions of the 1951 penny, produced in very limited quantities, can be worth much more, sometimes exceeding $100 depending on their condition. 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted at a pivotal time in American history. The United States was on the brink of entering World War II, and the penny served as a symbol of the resilience and determination of the American people during this turbulent period. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design that was first introduced in 1909. The reverse showcases the classic wheat ears design, representing prosperity and growth. In 1941, the Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced the most pennies, with a staggering 887 million coins struck. Denver followed with 128 million, and San Francisco produced 92 million. The pennies from Denver and San Francisco can be identified by the D and S mint marks, respectively, while the Philadelphia pennies have no mint mark. While the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny is common in circulated condition, there are several varieties and error coins that make collecting them more exciting. Look out for double die errors, particularly on the obverse side, where the doubling of the date or lettering can significantly increase the coin's value. These errors are rare but can fetch a premium at auctions and among collectors. Now let's talk about value. In circulated condition, a 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny is usually worth between 10 to 50 cents. However, if you have a coin in mint state, its value can jump significantly. 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny. In 1949, the United States was in a post-World War II era, and the economy was stabilizing. Over 400 million Lincoln Wheat Pennies were minted that year across 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced the highest number of these coins, while the San Francisco Mint produced the fewest, making the S Mint mark coins somewhat scarcer and more sought after by collectors. When you're examining a 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny, there are a few key details you want to pay attention to. First, check for the mint mark under the date. No mint mark indicates it was minted in Philadelphia, a D means it was minted in Denver, and an S indicates it was minted in San Francisco. Another important aspect is the coin's condition. As with most coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that have been well preserved, showing minimal wear, are considered to be in uncirculated or mint state condition. On the other hand, circulated coins with noticeable wear and tear are valued less. Now, let's talk about the value. The 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny is not a rare coin, but it can still be valuable, especially in higher grades. Here's a general breakdown. 1949, no mint mark, in good condition. It's worth around $0.10 to $0.20. In mint state MS65, it could be valued at $15 or more. 1949 D Denver, similar to the Philadelphia Mint, with good condition coins valued at $0.10 to $0.20, and MS65 examples fetching up to $10 to $15. 1949 S San Francisco, slightly more valuable due to lower mintage. In good condition, it's worth about $0.20 to $0.30, and in MS65, it could be valued at $20 or more. Coins with errors like double die strikes or off-center strikes can be worth significantly more depending on the type and severity of the error. Here's a fun fact: the 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny was part of the last decade of the Wheat Penny design. In 1959, the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial design, which remained in place until 2008. So the 1949 penny is part of a long-running and beloved coin series that holds a special place in American numismatics. 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Penny. The Lincoln Wheat Penny, first minted in 1909, was designed by Victor David Brenner and featured Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. By 1953, this coin had been in circulation for over 40 years, symbolizing both the economic prosperity and the challenges faced by America in the post-war era. The year 1953 was a significant one in American history, marking the beginning of the end of the Korean War and the rise of the post-war economic boom. The D Mint mark on this coin signifies that it was minted at the Denver Mint, which was one of the 3 facilities producing these pennies at the time. The 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Penny continues to feature Brenner's iconic design. The obverse showcases a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays 2 stalks of wheat, framed by the words 1 cent in United States of America. Specifications for this coin include a diameter of 19 millimeters and a weight of 2.5 grams. It was struck in bronze with a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. While the 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is not as rare as some other years, its value can vary significantly depending on its condition. The coin is relatively common, but well-preserved examples can fetch higher prices. In mint state 65 condition, a 1953 D Lincoln Penny might be worth around $10 to $15. However, in lower grades such as fine or very fine, it might only be valued at a few dollars. Key factors affecting its value include the coin's overall quality, mint luster, and any potential marks or blemishes. If you're a collector or just getting started, here are some tips for handling and preserving your 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Pennies. Always handle coins with clean gloves to prevent oils from your fingers from affecting the surface too. Store properly used coin holders or capsules to protect your coins from dust and physical damage. 3. Keep it clean. Avoid cleaning coins with harsh chemicals or abrasive materials. To sum up, the 1953 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is a notable piece of American numismatic history. While not exceedingly rare, its historical significance and classic design make it a valuable addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, understanding the nuances of these coins can enrich your collecting experience. 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny. The 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny is part of the iconic series first issued in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, symbolizing the nation's agricultural heritage. Before we delve into its value, let's go over the basic specifications of the 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny. Diameter 19 millimeters. Weight 2.5 grams. Composition 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Now let's set the stage with some historical context. The 1935 penny was minted during the Great Depression, a time of economic hardship in the United States. Despite these tough times, the coin remained a symbol of resilience and prosperity thanks to its design featuring Lincoln's famous motto, "In God We Trust." Value-wise, the 1935 Lincoln wheat penny is relatively affordable compared to some of its rarer counterparts. However, its value can vary based on several factors. Condition coins are graded on a scale from poor P to mint state MS. A coin in uncirculated MS condition can be worth significantly more than one in average circulation AO or lower grades. Mint mark: the 1935 penny was minted in Philadelphia, so it lacks a mint mark. While this isn't as rare as coins from other mints, its value can still be influenced by the demand for unmarked pennies. Rarity: in terms of overall rarity, the 1935 Lincoln wheat penny is not considered extremely rare. However, high-grade specimens and those with unique characteristics can command a premium. In general, you can expect a 1935 Lincoln wheat penny in average circulated condition to be worth around $1 to $5. High-grade specimens or those with unique attributes could fetch higher prices, sometimes ranging from $10 to $50 or more. So whether you're a collector or just interested in numismatic history, the 1935 Lincoln wheat penny is a classic piece with a rich background. Keep an eye out for high-quality examples and remember to check those coin collections. 1937 D Lincoln wheat penny. Here it is, the 1937 D Lincoln wheat penny. This coin is part of the classic wheat penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. It features the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse and Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. But the 1937 D has its own unique story. The 1937 D Lincoln wheat penny was minted in Denver, which is indicated by the D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. This mint mark signifies that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. In 1937, the United States was recovering from the Great Depression, and the economy was starting to show signs of improvement. Let's talk about the coin's design. The obverse features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases 2 wheat stalks, and the inscription 1 cent. The 1937 D is notable for its relatively high mintage, with over 100 million coins produced that year. However, despite the large number of coins minted, its value can still be quite interesting. Now let's discuss its value. The worth of a 1937 D Lincoln wheat penny can vary based on its condition. In general, here's a quick breakdown. Fine F condition, approximately $2 to $4. Very fine VF condition, around $5 to $10. Extremely fine EF condition, between $15 and $25. Uncirculated MS60, MS63, $30 to $50 or more. Rare errors or varieties, such as double die strikes, can significantly increase its value, so be sure to check for any unusual features that could make your coin even more valuable. If you're lucky enough to own a 1937 D Lincoln wheat penny, it's worth taking good care of it. Proper storage and handling are crucial to maintaining its value. Use coin holders or capsules and avoid cleaning the coin, as it can decrease its worth. Recent auction results and market trends show that well-preserved examples and those with unique errors can fetch a premium price. So if you come across a 1937 D in exceptional condition, you might be holding onto a valuable piece of history. 1940 D Lincoln wheat penny. The 1940 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, distinguished by the D mint mark just below the date. This mint mark indicates that the coin was produced in Denver, Colorado, as opposed to Philadelphia or San Francisco. The year 1940 itself was a period of significant transition in American history, with the country inching closer to the involvement in World War II. Now let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The 1940 D Lincoln penny has a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, and it weighs about 2.5 grams. The obverse features a right-facing profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. With the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" on the reverse, you'll see 2 wheat stalks with the inscription 1 cent in United States of America. One of the key factors that affect the value of the 1940 D Lincoln penny is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, and the most valuable examples are those in the highest grades. For the 1940 D penny, those in uncirculated or mint state can command a premium. As of today, the 1940 D Lincoln penny in average circulated condition might be worth between 10 to 20 cents. However, those in excellent condition or uncirculated grades can fetch significantly higher prices. For example, a coin in mint state condition can be valued between $10 and $20 depending on its specific grade and the market demand. The 1940 D Lincoln penny is not just a collectible for its value, it's a piece of history. Collectors often seek it out for its role in the broader Lincoln penny series and the role it played during an era of great change. If you're looking to add a 1940 D Lincoln penny to your collection, 1975 10 cents Australia. The 1975 Australian 10 cents coin is part of a series that began in 1966, following Australia's transition to decimal currency. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the reverse of the coin features the iconic lyrebird, a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife. And the obverse carries the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was used on Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. This coin was minted during a period of steady production, with the Royal Australian Mint producing approximately 47.4 million of these coins in 1975. While not a rare mintage year, the coin remains popular among collectors for its historical value and the iconic design by Devlin. Now, let's talk about the coin specifications. The 1975 10 cents coin is made of copper nickel, weighs 5.65 grams, and has a diameter of 23.6 millimeters. Its reeded edge and detailed design make it a sturdy and attractive coin for any collection. In terms of value, the 1975 10 cents coin is generally considered common, especially in circulated condition. However, its value can vary depending on the coin's condition, with uncirculated or proof versions being more valuable. In circulated condition, these coins are typically worth between 20 cents and $1 odd. For uncirculated or high-grade examples, collectors might be willing to pay up to $10 odd or more, depending on the market. If you're lucky enough to find a proof version of this coin, you could be looking at a value of up to $15 odd or more. Proof coins are specially struck for collectors and often have a much higher value due to their limited production and pristine condition. To sum it up, the 1975 Australian 10 cents coin might not make you rich overnight, but it's a significant piece of Australia's numismatic history. Whether you collect for value history or simply the love of coins, this one's a keeper. 2010 cents Australia. The 10 cents coin is part of Australia's decimal currency system, which was introduced on February 14, 1966, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 2010 cents coin is one of the later issues in this series, continuing a legacy that began over 3 decades earlier. The 10 cents coin features an iconic design by Stuart Devlin, the same artist who crafted many of Australia's decimal coins. On the obverse, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was introduced in 1998 and is recognizable by its more detailed and modern representation of the Queen. Now, let's take a closer look at the design. The reverse of the coin showcases a beautiful image of a lyrebird, a native Australian bird known for its remarkable ability to mimic natural and artificial sounds. This design has been a staple of the 10 cents coin since its introduction and is celebrated for its intricate detail and symbolism. The coin is made from copper nickel, weighing in at 5.65 grams with a diameter of 23.60 millimeters. Its milled edge gives it a classic look, and the design elements make it a timeless piece of Australian coinage. Next, we'll explore the mintage and variations. In the year 2000, the Royal Australian Mint produced over 160 million 10 cents coins. While this number might seem high, it's important to note that many of these coins have circulated heavily, making high-quality examples more sought after by collectors. Interestingly, there are no significant known errors or varieties for the 2010 cents coin, which adds to its stability in the numismatic market. However, collectors still seek out coins in pristine condition, especially those with full luster and minimal wear. Let's talk about value. The 2010 cents coin, given its relatively high mintage, isn't considered rare. However, its value can vary significantly based on its condition. Coins in circulated condition typically fetch around their face value, but uncirculated or mid-state coins can be worth more. 1966 10 cents Australia. The 1966 Australian 10 cents coin is more than just a piece of change. It marks a significant moment in Australia's numismatic history. This coin was one of the first decimal coins introduced in Australia on February 14, 1966, a day known as Decimal Day. Before this transition, Australia used a currency system based on pounds, shillings, and pence. With the switch to decimalization, the Australian 10 cents coin was introduced alongside other new denominations. This shift was a major modernization of Australia's monetary system, making it simpler and more aligned with international standards. Let's talk about the design of this iconic coin. The 1966 Australian 10 cents coin features the distinctive image of a lyrebird, an Australian native bird known for its remarkable ability to mimic sounds. This design was created by Stuart Devlin, a renowned Australian goldsmith and coin designer, who also designed other Australian decimal coins. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait of the Queen was widely used on many coins of the Commonwealth during that era, symbolizing Australia's connection to the British monarchy. In terms of mintage, the 1966 10 cents coin had an impressive production run. Over 30 million coins were minted, with the majority produced at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. However, a smaller number were minted at the London Royal Mint, making those variants particularly interesting to collectors. Collectors often look for mint marks or other distinguishing features to determine the origin of a coin. For the 1966 10 cents, coins minted in Canberra do not have a mint mark, while those from London carry a small L mint mark. Now let's get to the part that every collector is eager to know: the value of the 1966 Australian 10 cents coin. Given its high mintage, this coin is relatively common in circulated condition, with most examples valued at just a few cents above face value. 1992 10 pence. The 1992 10 pence coin was part of a significant change in the United Kingdom's coinage. Before 1992, the 10 pence coin had a much larger diameter of 28.50 millimeters. However, this year marked the transition to a smaller version of the coin with a reduced diameter of 24.50 millimeters, making it more convenient to carry and more cost-effective to produce. Designed by Christopher Ironside, the 1992 10 pence features the iconic profile of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, as was customary for all British coins. The reverse side, which remained consistent with previous designs, displays a crowned lion, a symbol of British strength and pride. This design had been in use since the coin's introduction in 1968, symbolizing continuity in British coinage despite the change in size. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1992 10 pence coin interesting for collectors. Since it was the first year of the smaller coin, it holds a special place in modern British numismatics. While the coin is not considered rare, its significance lies in its transitional status. Many collectors seek out this coin to complete a series or to highlight the change in size that occurred in 1992. In terms of value, the 1992 10 pence coin isn't typically worth more than its face value, especially if it's in circulated condition. However, uncirculated or proof versions of the coin can fetch higher prices. A coin in mint condition, for example, might be valued anywhere from PS1 to PS5, depending on its condition and market demand. It's also worth noting that proof sets containing this coin are popular among collectors and can be valued significantly higher. When considering the value of your 1992 10 pence coin, always take into account the coin's condition. Coins that have been well preserved with minimal wear and clear, sharp details will always command a higher price. Checking online marketplaces, coin dealer sites, and auction results can give you an up-to-date idea of what these coins are currently selling for. 1969 10 pence. The 1969 10 pence coin is part of the British decimalization process that began in the late 1960s. Before decimalization, Britain used a system based on pounds, shillings, and pence, which had been in place for centuries. The move to decimal currency was a significant shift, aimed at modernizing the economy and simplifying everyday transactions. Designed by Christopher Ironside, the 1969 10 pence coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, with the inscription Elizabeth II DG, Reg, FD, which stands for Elizabeth II Di Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. The reverse showcases a majestic lion, symbolizing strength and courage. Along with the denomination 10, this design was standard for the larger size 10 pence coins issued between 1968 and 1981. Let's go over the specifications. Diameter 28.5 mm, weight 11.31 grams. Composition cupro nickel 75% copper, 25% nickel. Edge milled. This coin is often referred to as a large 10 pence, as its size was reduced in 1992 to better fit with other decimal coins. In 1969, over 72 million 10 pence coins were minted, making it a common coin in circulation at the time. While this might suggest it's not particularly rare, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in its value. Uncirculated or proof versions of the 1969 10 pence can be much more valuable than those that have seen heavy use. So what is this coin worth today? In circulated condition, a 1969 10 pence coin might only be worth its face value or slightly more, often fetching between PS 0.10 to PS 0.50 depending on its wear. However, coins in uncirculated or proof condition can command significantly higher prices. These can range from PS2 to PS5, with some particularly pristine examples or those with unique minting errors fetching even more at auction. 1995 10 pence. The 1995 10 pence coin is part of the decimalization of British currency, which began in 1971. This particular coin features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf. This portrait was introduced in 1985 and remained in use until 1997, showcasing Her Majesty in the regal and dignified style Makhlouf was known for. The reverse side of the coin features a lion, a symbol of Britain's strength and courage, designed by Christopher Ironside. The 10 pence coin has undergone several changes over the years, but the design remained consistent until 2008, when the size of the coin was reduced. Now let's talk about the specifications. The 1995 10 pence coin has a diameter of 28.5 millimeters, weighs 11.31 grams, and is composed of copper-nickel, which is 75% copper and 25% nickel. These coins were struck at the Royal Mint, with millions of them produced for circulation. So what about its value? While the 1995 10 pence coin is relatively common, its value can vary depending on its condition. In general circulation, these coins are worth their face value, which is 10 pence. However, uncirculated or proof versions of this coin, especially those in pristine condition, can be worth significantly more. For example, a 1995 10 pence coin in uncirculated condition can be worth between PS1 to PS3, depending on the demand among collectors. Proof versions, which were specially struck and came in sets, can fetch even higher prices, typically around PS5 to PS1 or more. While the 1995 10 pence coin isn't particularly rare, it holds a special place in collections due to its historical context and design. If you're looking to add one to your collection, consider finding one in the best condition possible, as this will increase its value over time. 2009 10 pence. The 10 pence coin, often referred to as a tenner, was first introduced into circulation in the UK in 1968. However, the 2009 edition stands out for a couple of reasons. By 2008, the design of the UK coins underwent a major transformation to commemorate a new series of designs based on the Royal Shield of Arms. The 2009 10 pence coin features the lower right section of the Royal Shield, a part of a larger design that connects with other coins of that year. Queen Elizabeth II's effigy, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, is on the obverse side of the coin. This portrait was first introduced in 1998 and was widely used until 2015, making it an iconic representation of the Queen during this period. On the reverse side, as mentioned, you'll find part of the Royal Shield. The 2009 coin is part of the new design series, which was a departure from the traditional designs featuring iconic British symbols such as the lion. The shield design was meant to represent the unity of the United Kingdom and its heritage. The coin is composed of copper-nickel, a durable alloy consisting of copper and nickel, weighing 6.5 grams, and with a diameter of 24.5 millimeters. The edge of the coin is milled, a feature that's not only decorative but also functional, as it prevents counterfeiting. One important aspect of any coin's value is its mintage number. The 2009 10 pence coin had a relatively high mintage with millions of these coins produced. However, that doesn't mean it's not worth holding on to. Coins from this series are still in circulation today, but finding one in uncirculated or near mint condition can be challenging, especially as they age and more are taken out of circulation by collectors. The Ulysses S. Grant $1 gold dollar coin was issued as part of the Presidential Dollar Coin Program, which ran from 2007 to 2016. This series of coins honored each U.S. president in the order of their terms, and Grant, the 18th president of the United States, was featured on the coin minted in 2011. Grant served as president from 1869 to 1877, a period marked by Reconstruction and the aftermath of the Civil War. Known for his military leadership during the Civil War and his efforts to protect the rights of African Americans, Grant's presidency was a complex chapter in American history. Let's take a closer look at the design of this coin. On the obverse side, we see a detailed portrait of Ulysses S. Grant, designed by Don Everhart, a renowned sculptor engraver at the U.S. Mint. The words Ulysses S. Grant, in God We Trust, 18th President in 1869 to 1877 are inscribed around his portrait. On the reverse side, you'll find a beautiful image of the Statue of Liberty, along with the inscriptions United States of America, and $1. The edge of the coin is engraved with the year of minting, the mint mark, and the phrase E pluribus unum. The Ulysses S. Grant $1 gold dollar coin was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. These coins were struck for circulation as well as in collector's editions, including uncirculated and proof versions. Though the coin is referred to as a gold dollar, it's important to note that it's actually composed of a manganese brass alloy with a golden appearance. This was a common practice for the presidential dollar series. Now let's talk about value. The Ulysses S. Grant $1 gold dollar coin is a popular item among collectors, but its value can vary significantly based on a few factors. Circulated coins, those that have been used in transactions, typically hold a value close to face value around $1 to $3. However, uncirculated and proof versions, especially those with a high-grade certification, can be worth much more. These can range anywhere from $5 to $20 or more, depending on the condition and rarity. George Washington gold dollar. The George Washington gold dollar coin, commemorating the years 1789 to 1797. This coin is part of the Presidential $1 coin program and honors the first president of the United States, George Washington. But what's the real story behind this coin, and how valuable is it in today's market? Let's find out. The George Washington dollar coin was first released in 2007 as part of the United States Mint's Presidential $1 coin program. This program was created to honor the nation's presidents in the order they served, and George Washington was, of course, the very first. On the obverse, you'll find a striking portrait of George Washington designed by sculptor Joseph Mena. The inscription reads, George Washington, first president in 1789 to 1797, marking the years he served as the nation's leader. The reverse of the coin features the Statue of Liberty with the inscription United States of America and the denomination $1. The edge of the coin is also inscribed with the year of minting, the mint mark, and the mottos E Pluribus Unum and In God We Trust. These edge inscriptions make this series of coins unique among U.S. coinage. Now let's talk about the value of this gold dollar coin. Although it's commonly referred to as a gold dollar, it's important to note that these coins are not made of solid gold but are composed of a manganese brass alloy, giving them that golden appearance. The value of your George Washington dollar coin largely depends on its condition and whether it's a standard circulation strike or a proof version. Circulated coins typically have a value close to face value, around $1 to $2. However, uncirculated coins, especially those graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch higher prices. Proof coins, which were struck specifically for collectors, can be even more valuable. A high-grade proof coin can range from $5 to $20. Depending on its condition and the current demand in the coin market. Rutherford B. Hayes, 1981. The Rutherford B. Hayes $1 coin is part of the Presidential $1 Coin Program, a series launched to honor the former presidents of the United States. But before we get into the specifics of this 1981 issue, let's take a moment to appreciate the history behind this coin. Rutherford B. Hayes was the 19th president of the United States, serving from 1877 to 1881. Known for ending the Reconstruction era and advocating for civil service reforms, Hayes played a significant role in shaping post-Civil War America. The Presidential $1 Coin Program honored him with this beautiful coin, which features his portrait on the obverse or front side. On the obverse, we see a detailed engraving of Rutherford B. Hayes, designed by Don Everhart, one of the U.S. Mint's renowned sculptors. The inscription around the edge includes the words Rutherford B. Hayes, In God We Trust, 19th president, and his term dates 1877 to 1881. The reverse side of the coin, common to all presidential $1 coins, features the iconic image of the Statue of Liberty, also designed by Don Everhart. The inscriptions here include United States of America and the denomination $1. The edge of the coin includes the year of minting, 1981, along with the mint mark and the inscription E Pluribus Unum. Now let's talk about the value. Although the coin was minted in 1981, it wasn't released for circulation until years later, which makes it a bit of an oddity among collectors. The actual value of the Rutherford B. Hayes $1 coin can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and the demand in the market. As with all coins, the condition or grade of the Rutherford B. Hayes $1 coin significantly impacts its value. Coins in uncirculated condition, often referred to as MS Mint State grades, can fetch higher prices compared to those that have seen circulation. In general, a well-preserved 1981 Rutherford B. Hayes $1 coin in MS60 to MS65 condition might be valued anywhere between $2 to $10 depending on the market. However, coins in pristine MS66 or higher can command much higher prices, potentially reaching up to $50 or more, especially if they feature a desirable mint mark or other distinguishing characteristics. Millard Fillmore $1859 coin. Millard Fillmore was the 13th president of the United States, serving from 1850 to 1853. While he might not be the most famous president, his legacy lives on in the form of various commemorative items, including coins. The Millard Fillmore $1859 coin is not an official U.S. currency, but rather a commemorative coin issued to honor his contributions to the nation. The coin was actually struck much later as part of a series celebrating past presidents, and it carries the date 1859 to commemorate Fillmore's post-presidential years. Now, let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find a detailed portrait of Millard Fillmore, with the year 1859 inscribed below his likeness. The reverse side typically features the Great Seal of the United States or another emblematic design representing the era. The coin is usually made of a gold-colored alloy, giving it a rich, elegant appearance. These commemorative coins were not minted by the U.S. Mint, but by private mints, which is why you'll often see them categorized as metals rather than coins. They were produced in limited quantities, making them somewhat rare, especially in high grades. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the value of the Millard Fillmore $1859 coin. The value of this coin can vary significantly depending on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. In general, these coins can be found for anywhere between $5 to $20 in average condition. However, if you have one in mint or near mint condition, it could be worth significantly more. Keep in mind that the market for commemorative coins can be quite volatile, so prices may fluctuate. If you're looking to add a Millard Fillmore $1859 coin to your collection, here are a few tips. Verify authenticity. Always buy from reputable dealers to ensure you're getting an authentic coin. Check condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for coins with minimal wear and no damage. Storage. Store your coins in a cool, dry place to prevent tarnishing and keep them in protective cases to maintain their condition. 1949 James K. Polk dollar coin. This coin was part of the presidential series issued by the United States Mint to honor the nation's presidents. James K. Polk, the 11th president of the United States, served from 1845 to 1849. However, the coin we're discussing today was minted in 1949, over a century later, commemorating Polk's presidency and his influence on American history. Polk is best known for his role in expanding the United States territory through the Oregon Trail and the Mexican-American War, significantly shaping the nation's borders as we know them today. Now let's take a closer look at the design of the 1949 James K. Polk dollar coin. The obverse or front of the coin features a detailed portrait of President Polk, designed with a dignified and serious expression. The inscription surrounding his image includes his name, the year of his presidency, and the year the coin was minted. The reverse side of the coin typically displays an iconic image related to American heritage, such as the Statue of Liberty or an American eagle. Along with inscriptions of United States of America and $1, the combination of these elements makes the coin a beautiful tribute to Polk's legacy. Now, on to the part that many of you have been waiting for: the value of the 1949 James K. Polk dollar coin. The value of this coin can vary widely depending on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Generally speaking, coins in circulated condition may range from $5 to $20. However, if you happen to have a coin in uncirculated or mint condition, it could be worth significantly more, sometimes reaching upwards of $50 to $100 or more at auction. To get an accurate assessment of your coin's value, it's recommended to consult with a professional coin dealer or have it graded by a reputable grading service. The grade, which is determined by the coin's wear and overall appearance, can drastically influence its market value. For those of you who are interested in adding a James K. Polk dollar coin to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always ensure you're purchasing from a reputable dealer to avoid counterfeits. Second, consider the condition of the coin. While lower grade coins are more affordable, investing in a higher grade coin can be a better choice in the long run due to its potential appreciation in value. Zachary Taylor, 1850. The Zachary Taylor $1 gold coin was minted in 1850, just a year after the death of President Zachary Taylor. Taylor, the 12th president of the United States, served from March 1849 until his untimely death in July 1850. He was a war hero, known for his victories in the Mexican-American War, which paved the way for his presidency. The $1,851 gold coin featuring Zachary Taylor is part of the larger series of U.S. gold dollar coins, which were first minted in 1849 and continued until 1889. These coins were introduced to address the need for small denominations of gold currency, and they hold a special place in the history of American coinage. Now let's take a closer look at the design. The obverse of the Zachary Taylor $1 gold coin features a classic depiction of Lady Liberty, similar to other gold dollars of the time. The reverse displays a simple wreath surrounding the denomination and the year of minting minus 1850. The coin is made of 90% gold and 10% copper, giving it that rich golden hue that collectors cherish. This coin is small, with a diameter of just 13 millimeters and a weight of 1.672 grams. Despite its size, it packs a historical punch and is a true testament to the craftsmanship of 19th century U.S. mint engravers. The $1,851 gold coin was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, New Orleans, and Charlotte. Each of these mints has its own unique story, and the mint mark on your coin can significantly affect its value. Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, while New Orleans coins have an O mark, and Charlotte coins are marked with a C. Charlotte minted coins are particularly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now let's talk about value. The value of an 1850 Zachary Taylor $1 gold coin can vary greatly depending on its condition and mint mark. Coins in lower grades, such as very fine VF, can be worth anywhere from $200 to $400. However, coins in mint state MS conditions can fetch significantly higher prices, ranging from $800 to several $1,000s. Charlotte minted coins in particular can reach even higher values due to their rarity. 1969. The 1969 UK 10 pence coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. This was the original large version of the 10 pence coin, a size that was later reduced in 1992. It's part of the British decimal coinage system, introduced in 1968 as the UK transitioned from the old currency system to the new one. On the reverse side, you'll see the iconic image of a crowned lion, which symbolizes England. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, a renowned British artist and designer who was responsible for the reverse designs of several UK coins during this period. But what makes the 1969 10-pence coin particularly interesting? Let's delve into its history, mintage, and value. The 1969 10-pence coin was minted in the same year that the coin replaced the florin as part of the decimalization process. Over 133 million of these coins were struck, making them relatively common. However, as they've been out of circulation since the smaller 10-pence coin was introduced in 1992, finding one in excellent condition is becoming increasingly rare. Now let's talk about value. As with most coins, the value of a 1969 10-pence coin depends on its condition. Coins in circulated condition typically hold a modest value, often only slightly above their face value. However, coins in uncirculated or mint state conditions can be worth significantly more. Grading plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value. A 1969 10-pence coin in fine or very fine condition might only fetch a few pounds, while one in extremely fine or uncirculated condition could be worth upwards of PS10 to PS10 to PS20, or even more in some cases. Proof coins, though specially made for collectors, are the most valuable, often commanding prices of PS50 or higher. So if you happen to come across a 1969 10-pence coin, it's worth taking a closer look. Check for signs of wear, and consider having it graded if it appears to be in particularly good condition. When assessing your coin, look for sharp details in the design, minimal wear, and a clear, bright luster. Coins that have been well preserved and show no signs of damage, like scratches or corrosion, are the ones that hold the highest value. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, the 1969 UK 10-pence coin is a piece of history worth holding on to. Its place in the story of British currency, combined with its potential value, makes it a fascinating addition to any collection. 20 pence, 1982. The 1982 UK 20-pence coin was the first ever 20p coin introduced into British currency. It was part of a broader move to modernize the coinage system and provide a more convenient denomination for everyday transactions. Up until this point, the UK didn't have a 20p coin. The decision to introduce it was influenced by the decimalization process that began in 1971. The 20p coin filled a gap between the 10p and 50p coins, making transactions easier. Now let's talk about the design. The 1982 20-pence coin features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This iconic portrait was first introduced in 1968 and is known for its elegance and simplicity. On the reverse, we have the Tudor Rose, a classic symbol of England, designed by William Gardner. The design is framed by the denomination 20 pence in the year 1982. The coin is made of cupro nickel, giving it a distinctive silvery appearance. So what makes the 1982 20-pence coin special for collectors? While it's not extremely rare, it does hold value, especially in uncirculated or proof conditions. The coin was minted in large quantities, but finding one in pristine condition can still fetch a decent price. As of now, a circulated 1982 20-pence coin typically sells for around PS1 to PS2. However, an uncirculated coin can range between PS5 and PS10 depending on the market. Proof versions, which are specially minted for collectors, can go for even higher, sometimes reaching PS15 to PS20. If you're looking to add the 1982 20-pence coin to your collection, here are a few tips. First, check for the coin's condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for coins with minimal wear and strong details, especially in the Queen's portrait and the Tudor Rose. Next, consider getting the coin graded by a professional service. A certified grade can boost its market value and make it easier to sell in the future. 50 pence, 1997. The 1997 UK 50 pence coin is a significant piece in British coinage for several reasons. First introduced in 1969, the 50p coin replaced the old 10-shilling note as part of the decimalization process. The original 50p coins were quite large, but in 1997 a major change occurred. The size of the coin was reduced to the smaller, more familiar size we know today. The decision to reduce the size of the 50p coin was made to make it more convenient for everyday use. The new, smaller coin was still heptagonal, but was now lighter and easier to handle. The 1997 version was the first year that these smaller 50p coins were issued, making it a notable year for collectors. Now let's talk about the design of the 1997 50 pence coin. On the obverse, we have the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf. This portrait was used on British coins from 1985 until 1997, making this year the last time this design appeared on the 50p coin. You'll notice Queen Elizabeth II's profile facing right, wearing the royal diadem, which is the state crown worn for the state opening of Parliament. The inscription around the portrait reads Elizabeth II D.G.Reg.F.D, which stands for Elizabeth II Di Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen Defender of the Faith. On the reverse side, we have the iconic Britannia design holding a trident shield symbolizing Britain's naval strength. This design by Christopher Ironside had been used since the 50p coin was first introduced, but 1997 marked the last year it appeared before being replaced by other designs in subsequent years. So what about the value of the 1,997 UK 50 pence coin? Well, as with most coins, its value depends on a few factors: its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. In circulated condition, the 1997 50p coin is quite common, and its value is typically around face value, meaning 50 pence. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated or proof condition, it can be worth a bit more, potentially fetching between PS1 and PS3. Special collector editions, such as those in official mint sets, can sometimes command higher prices depending on their condition and presentation.